Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name's Hannah and the channel is Money, Mindset and Minimalish. Today I just wanted to jump on and do a really informal chatty vlog. It's actually my birthday today, and the plan was to do some reflections on things that have happened over the past year and just some of the sort of achievements that I've made and progress that I've made, but the day hasn't quite panned out as I was hoping. So my husband, I shouldn't laugh, but my husband wasn't feeling very well this morning, and then came home from work and projectile vomited all over my daughter's ensuite bathroom. So so I'm currently nursing him. I've just popped out to get a few bits, but I've been looking after him all morning and afternoon, and yeah, anybody that's married knows what that's like. So not quite the day that I'd had planned for myself, but you know, trying to make the best of a bad situation, and probably going to nip out and get it's going to be a very late lunch because I haven't actually had anything, and it's like 3:30 now, so I think I'm going to nip up and meet my daughter from the school bus and see if she wants to go out and grab something snacky for a late lunch for me, a little treat for her. So yes, I've just nipped to the shops near to me and got some birthday freebies, actually, in the spirit of you know, being mindful about spending money and taking advantage of any freebies. So I got like a birthday reward £5 voucher from Hotel Chocolat, so I picked up a nice slab of dark chocolate, which I definitely need after the morning that I've had, so I will look forward to enjoying that. And then I also got a free Krispy Kreme birthday donut, so I just picked up a chocolate dream cake, which I won't eat that. I will give that to my daughter Abby, so I'm sure she will very much appreciate that treat. But yeah, so back to the actual original intention of what I wanted to talk about. So yeah, I just wanted to reflect on this past year and just really sort of feeling grateful to be here and to be another year older, because I guess, I don't know, when I was younger, age was very much looked upon as like a bad thing to get older, whereas you know, I think it's I feel like I'm evolving into a better version of myself every year as I, you know, as I get older, and also I feel grateful to be able to, you know, to get a year older, because, you know, everybody doesn't have that luxury and that opportunity to even you know, to live as full a life as, you know, as they might want to, and as their family and loved ones want them to. So yeah, so just sort of feeling very, sorry, it's just a car going past, just feeling really appreciative and grateful that to be, you know, to be another year older and hopefully a little bit wiser as well, but that remains to be seen. But yeah, so quite a lot happened in this past year, so some good things and some not so good things. So in terms of good things, I had a goal of getting to sort of the next level in terms of my job, so I wanted to get to the HEO level, which I was successful in doing, and also there was like a career development scheme that I wanted to get on through work, and I was successful in getting a place on there, and it's incredibly competitive, and you know, so I feel really fortunate that I got that, which technically I got that just before, so I got that in April. I knew that I found out that I was successful in April, but it was a really long application process, but then the job didn't actually start until October, so that was really challenging, because prior to that I was in a role that it was very rewarding in a lot of senses, but also very draining. It was a lot of pouring into other people and helping other people, but then not really having anything left to sort of take care of my own needs. And yeah, I'll probably talk more another time a bit more about the job and sort of what it entailed, but that definitely, it took a lot out of me, because I'm naturally quite an empathetic person, so I found it really difficult to not let things bother me or not feel like I had to go over and above to try and help people, because I am the type of person where if I know something or if I know how to do something, then, you know, of course, if I'm able to help, then I will try and do so. But then that can be quite challenging when you're literally helping, you know, 250, 300 people, and you sort of feel responsible for, you know, for supporting them through really tough situations sometimes. So, but anyway, so it was actually really, like, it was like hell actually knowing that I had a great job to go to, but that I had to wait from April to October to actually start it. There were times where I just thought, oh my gosh, I can't do this. And with it being within sort of the same organisation as well, then it wasn't like I could just think, oh well, I'll just quit and then just have a little gap and start my new job. So I had to stick it out, but I'm really grateful that I did persist with it and persevere, but it definitely took its toll on me. And then life being as it is sometimes, it was literally my last day at work, and then I got a message to say that my dad had been in touch. So I'd been estranged from my family for you know, most of my adult life, and my mum had passed away the night before, so that was unexpected. She'd been sort of, you know, she passed away unexpectedly, so my dad was trying to contact me to you know, to obviously let me know. So yeah, that was from being in an intense situation and thinking, right, I've just got to get through these next few months, get to October, and then life's going to get a lot better when I start my new job, and I'll have a lot more freedom and flexibility, and, you know, I was getting to hybrid work. So to then be thrust into a situation like that, that was massively challenging. And I'm not saying it in terms of, you know, trying to get sympathy or anything, but it was difficult because I think people, when you've been estranged from somebody, then I think people, I didn't really feel like I got much in the way of sympathy, or I didn't feel like I was entitled to grieve or be upset, because it just felt a bit like, I don't know, like I wasn't allowed, just in the way that other people treated me, and sort of, you know, the way that other people treated me and interacted with me, it didn't feel like I was entitled to have any feelings about the situation. So that was hard. And even though, yes, in a lot of ways I had kind of grieved for the loss of my parents many years before, from, you know, just due to being estranged and having, you know, I've gone through all my big life events by myself. I haven't had my family around, you know, they weren't there when I got engaged, they weren't there when I got married, they weren't there when I became a mum, so I'm kind of used to having to navigate those situations on my own. But you know, and I'd already kind of gone through sort of a grieving process many years ago, but actually it sort of triggered a bit of a grieving for the relationship, you know, what might have been and what should have been and could have been, and the fact that then there was never going to be an opportunity, you know, for things to change or resolve. It was just the sort of the finality of knowing that things would never be fixed, and also feeling bad for my mum. And, you know, obviously, you know, even if you don't want somebody in your life, it doesn't mean that you wish ill on them. I didn't wish any harm on her, you know, and it was just really unfortunate. I felt bad for her that things ended the way they did, and you know, because she should have had a lot more years of life left to live. So yeah, so finding that out on your last day, and then me being me, you know, again, stayed at work, like literally find this information out and then go straight back to, you know, I sort of stepped out into the other room and took a call, and then just carried on doing my job, because that's the kind of person that I am. I don't kind of allow myself sometimes the grace that I would absolutely extend to other people. So yeah, so I did have a couple of days off booked at the back end of that week. So this was like on the Wednesday, and I was due to have the Thursday, Friday off, and then I was starting the new job on the Monday. And then yeah, so that kind of turned things up on their head a little bit. So yeah, I didn't really have much time to sort of wrap my head around things, let alone sort of have some downtime from the old job to prepare for the new job. So yeah, so that was really intense, but you know, I made it through, and you know, as the song goes, I'm still standing. So but yeah, that was a hard situation to go through. Sort of in terms of like more positive things, I got a new car. I treated myself to this car, which is my baby, and I absolutely love. So that was something I was really, you know, proud of myself for and pleased. And even that, it was really difficult to kind of treat myself to something that, you know, sometimes you just don't feel like you're entitled to have nice things, and you feel guilt around spending money, and especially when it's, you know, a large amount of money. And by no means, like, it's not like, you know, it's not the car that I would have wanted, you know, it wasn't my dream car and it wasn't brand new or anything, but you know, I love my little baby, and you know, she gets me from A to B, and you know, she's very nice and comfortable, and you know, she's certainly the nicest car I've ever had, so I'm very proud of her. But yeah, so that was a good thing. Work has been going really well, doing, you know, performing really well at work and learning lots of new skills in a different area, which was completely new to me. But yeah, really progressing nicely and enjoying my role, and the variety that it offers, and the opportunity to travel around and meet lots of different people and go to lots of different sites. I really enjoy that aspect. So yeah, so that's another good thing. And then I will move into a different role this October, so that's something to look forward to, a bit more change in the near future, because I'll get to go to like a different department and experience different things there. But yeah, so just another big and positive thing that I've reflected on really is the fact that I finally stepped out of my comfort zone and did this. So I have wanted to do this channel for probably about 2 years. I'd done some social media stuff and YouTube stuff before in relation to my business, excuse me, a few years back, but then again, because of the demands of my old job, it was just so intense, and the last thing I wanted to do was then have to, you know, record things or go on social media and talk to people, when it was like, oh my god, I talk to people all day. I have nothing left at the end of the day, and on the weekends I don't want to have to talk to anybody. I just need that time to fill my cup again. So for those reasons, I just didn't have the bandwidth to be able to do the things that I was passionate about and that I enjoyed. So actually, just this last couple of weeks of making videos, making content, being able to interact in this way and creating things, it's brought me so much joy. And I'm getting a bit emotional, but I feel so silly that I didn't get out of my own way and just do what I wanted to do sooner, because like I say, this has been on my heart for probably about at least 2 years, and I kept putting it off and having doubts. And I think the biggest thing for me is fears around sort of rejection, and fears around, you know, just not being, I don't know, just, I think because I'm somebody, I try and give things my all, and I really put myself out there, and I can be, you know, very honest, probably too honest sometimes. But I'm a bit of an open book, and as I said earlier, I like to help people. But then I suppose when you make yourself quite vulnerable, then that's a difficult situation to put yourself in, because, you know, you're laying it all out on the table, and you don't know how people are going to respond to that, and you don't know if it's going to be welcomed, and you know, you don't know if you're going to be resilient enough to be able to cope with sharing a lot of stories and information about your life, and, you know, good things, the bad things, things that have gone well, things that haven't gone so well. But, you know, I do try and stay true to myself, and I am just somebody that tries to be very honest, and, you know, and I do like to help people. You know, and this is just something that I've been so driven to do, and have felt like it was my purpose for so long. And just little signs kept on cropping up and things just reminding me that, you know, this is your purpose, this is your what you're passionate about, and this is what you're supposed to share with the world. So I'm incredibly proud of myself for you know, getting out of my own way and not being scared to just go for it and do what makes me happy, share content that uplifts people and you know, helps people, and lets people learn from, you know, my successes, my failures, you know, because I'm very much a work in progress. I do not have everything figured out, but you know, if there's something that I can help somebody, whether it's teaching them a different way to do things or helping them learn from a mistake that I've made, then I'm only too happy to share. So yeah, so that was a bit of a random emotional roller coaster TMI chatty vlog, but yeah, hopefully you enjoyed this content, and hopefully my day is going to get a little bit better. I've just seen, I think my daughter's just got home now, so I'm just going to go see her and take care of the patient at home. But yeah, thank you so much for those of you that have already watched videos. I really enjoy making them, and I really appreciate you taking the time to watch them. And please, you know, if you've got any requests for any videos, please drop them in the comments. Please, if you could, you know, like and subscribe, it would just really help me as being somebody that's trying to build this and trying to reach more people. You know, if you like and engage with the content, and if you comment, that tells the algorithm that it's content that's valuable, and then it pushes it out to more people. So I would really appreciate it if you could do that for me. All right, well, and leave me a happy birthday as well if you want to wish me happy birthday. If you feel so inclined, then that would be much appreciated, any birthday wishes. So yeah, have a great rest of the day, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye for now.